Joining us now is Angela Mollard, News Corp columnist for all the royal news. Angela, great to see you.
Good to see you too.
King Charles has described how the 2005 London bombings showed the very best of humanity in the face of the very worst. As he marked the 20th anniversary of the attack, he also said in a message that his heartfelt thoughts and special prayers are with those whose lives were changed forever on that terrible summer's day. What more can you tell us about how the royal family marks the anniversary?
Yes, they're very aligned with the people that have suffered during this, and they talk a lot about community. Prince William was also there yesterday. He was laying a wreath. I think the fact that the royals come out to these anniversaries, that shows the community how much it meant. As someone who was in London during that attack, it was a horrifying time to be there. It was just 52 people died. As we know, so many more were injured. And yes, time passes, but it doesn't mean that the horror of a terrorist attack like that has that impact for decades following. And to have members of the royal family really acknowledge that, not just with a message, but to turn up. The King, of course, also laid a wreath. And then beautifully, 52,000 white petals fell from the ceiling at that commemorative meeting. And I just think it's so important. This is where the royals can really lend a heart and a hand.
Absolutely. Now, King Charles, Queen Camilla and the Prince and Princess of Wales will welcome the President of France. I understand there's going to be a carriage procession through the streets of Windsor. What else can we expect?
That's right. It's a 3-day visit. They'll be met by the Prince and Princess of Wales at RAF Northolt tomorrow. So that'll be great. We'll see Kate out there again. Look, interesting because, of course, this tense relationship for, hundreds of years between the French and the English, but they call it the entente cordiale, the fact that this is this cordial relationship between the Macrons and the King and Queen. I love the fact that Brigitte Macron, instead of being called Madame Macron when she is going to be in England, she's going to be called Mrs. Macron. She's very much getting on board with the, English language there rather than the French. But in fact, King Charles does speak fluent French. So it's a very, it's a close relationship, this one. There'll be, as you say, a carriage ride. There's also, interestingly, they show each other the gifts that each other have given in the past. So a carriage that was given by a former French king to the monarchy, and then the horse that Macron himself gifted to the Queen for her Platinum Jubilee in 2022. He's going to catch up with the horse. So I think we'll be seeing a lot of them. They won't be talking about, of course, le slap, the slap that Brigitte Macron gave to her husband. That will not be a subject of conversation, I don't think.
Oh,
well, certainly not in front of everybody.
No, well, we talked about it here on Power Hour. That was unbelievable. Now, there's been some controversy over the decision by Norwegian Princess Ingrid Alexandra to enrol at Sydney University. What's happened here?
I love this story. There's a young European princess. She's chosen to come to Sydney. She loves surfing. She's going to study for a Bachelor of Arts in Sydney. But the Norwegians have lost their minds about it. They've made smart, crude remarks about it being a penal colony, the fact that, she's going, back here like a prisoner, the fact that she won't be there to do royal duties for 3 years during her degree. And the complaints have been such that her father, the king, has actually had to come out and say, this will be good for the monarchy because she'll get some life experience and she'll come back and she'll be even more valuable to us. But it shows how backwards they can be sometimes.
That's hilarious. No, we're very much looking forward to having Ingrid Alexandra. It's exciting for us here in Sydney. Now, Meghan Markle, she's posted once again in honour of a 4th of July. She posted a video of how she was celebrating, and that includes assembling food with the colours of the American flag to her Instagram account. Angela, what do you make of this? She's really loving this kind of food blog, Instagram influencer era of hers, don't you think?
She is fully moved on from princess to influencer in my book. She's a cut-price Gwyneth Paltrow, I think. And look, it's lovely that she celebrates this National Day. And in fact, she went on to show the cupcakes that Harry had given her on their second date. So the second date they had was the 4th of July. He brought cupcakes for her. There was a picture from that day. She continues the traditions with the cupcakes, with her own children decorating them. It's just that it doesn't land, does it? Unfortunately, they're really tone deaf on these sorts of things. Look, I think talking about things that matter. She's moving so far now into this very light, she's a humanitarian of old. She wanted to make a difference in the world. She was offered the Commonwealth, she and Harry, by the Queen, to lead the Commonwealth in terms of the royals and their positioning with it. And to have put aside that, to be showing off cupcakes, it just feels like she's really missed an opportunity. And they've missed an opportunity as a couple to have had that gravitas in the world.
Absolutely, and it's such a good point. The cupcakes, she just keeps bringing up, this is it was our second date. We know the story. We were there. Yeah. We lived through it. We don't care about the cupcakes, but she's still going to keep posting about it. But this comes as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have reportedly let go of several staff members, including their PR team. And this is apparently in an effort to save some money. What do you make of their decision to let go of their PR team?
I think the one team they don't need to let go of is their PR team. In fact, I'm hoping they rehire some people of significance to do that role. There's a lot of talk in America that this is because they actually can't afford them. We know they have a long history of not being able to keep staff, but the fact they can't afford them, their Netflix deal is supposed to expire this year. They pay huge taxes on their property. They pay $3 million Australian dollars a year for security. You have to wonder actually whether they can afford their life, because you might sell a few jams, but they keep running out of stock. So that she's not making huge amounts of money through that. We have to ask what Harry's making money from. Of course, he has the money from his late mother, but that's an inheritance. It's not a replenishing amount. So where are they going to, I'd love to see the inside workings of their finances, because, it's not like they're aligned to the royal family and they have the benefits of that. So, it'd be interesting to see where they go with their PR team from here on in. But I'm looking for a good hire, a good British hire, actually.
telling them maybe to keep quiet, that would be nice.
Exactly.
Angela Mollard, thank you so much.
Thanks.